So, hello everyone. Now, let's discuss the continuation of our lesson on simple curves, which is the methods of laying simple curves. So, we're going to discuss the different way, or at least the two types of methods in laying out a simple curve. So, we have a lot of techniques in laying out a simple curve, but using the conventional instruments, we have the two simple or the two most practical techniques. So first, our objective for today's discussion is for us to be able to compute the elements of the simple curve which are needed for laying out. Then, for us to be able to lay simple curves. So, I hope that next week or the next weeks, we will be able to use the conventional instruments already because because our instruments in the laboratory were pulled out for calibration and repair. So first is offset from a tangent. So this method makes use of the x and y offset from the tangent or the back tangent. The x offset of a point along the curve is the shortest distance. Then from the PC parallel to the back tangent. So this, how to change the color. Yeah. So the x offset of a point along the curve is the shortest distance from the PC parallel to our back tangent. So again, where is our back tangent? This PC to our V point. Okay. Then the y offset of a point along the curve is the perpendicular distance of the point from the back tangent. So it is perpendicular. So when we say perpendicular, the degree is 90 degrees. So computing the x and the y offset can be done with the equation that follows. Measuring tapes are usually utilized in laying out the x and y offset of the circular curve applying 3, 4, 5 triangle. So the 3, 4, 5 triangle, the 3, the 4, and the 5, or the 3, the 4, and the 5 triangles. So the formula of our x offset. So x offset. So kung makikita natin dito, meron tayong triangle. So our x sub 1, our radius, and our... Bakit? Okay. Our radius and this one. Pangit. Anyways. So, x sub 1 from our SOHCAHTOA. So, opposite over hypotenuse. Tama. Sin theta. So, hypotenuse natin is our r. Sin theta, our d, is equal to our x. Char. Okay. X r sin d1. The next, ito naman, papunta dyan. So, x sub 2 is equal to r sin yung d1 natin plus our d. Yung full na degree ng curve na natin. X sub 3, r sin d1 plus... So, x sub 3, itong buong to na. So, magiging ilang d na yan, ilang degree ng curve. Magkakaroon na tayo ng dalawa. So, 2 D. So, for our xn, r sine d1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? Kung yung buong curve naman, isahang curve, or tinatawag nating xpt. So, xpt, sa taas natin siya ilagay. So, r sine, syempre yung I natin sa baba. Okay, next. Para naman sa ating x offset. So, for our x offset, ay y offset. For our y offset, for the first full station, we're going to use again y sub 1 is equal to r times 1 minus cosine d1. Ito na siya. Next, y sub 2 is equal to r times 1 minus cosine d1 plus d. Y sub 3 is equal to r times 1 minus cosine d1 plus 2d. So, for our yn, so any y, r times 1 minus cosine d1 plus n minus 1 d. Then, for our ypt, we're going to use the I. So, r 1 minus cosine I. Okay? Next.